9 attack points advantage. That's very big. And ibig sabihin, di nila nire-respeto yung net defense. They keep on getting what they want to get out of their sets, out of their attacks.
The #1 team in spiking and serving, the Benilde Blazing Spikers. They showed that in the opening set. Here we go for set number 2. Barbie San Andres from the back row, picked up by Villanueva. Baldado, binigay dito kay Granyada, and that's a point for the Benildians.
Well, a little bit better on the net defense for the Mapua Cardinals dahil ngayon may friction na. Yung mga palo kanina, dungaw na dungaw eh. Kung susungkit ng sinampay, kuha lahat eh. Ganun ka, bukang-buka yung bubong ng depensa ng Mapua.
Straight to the net for Villanueva.
Another service error for Benilde. Mahirap pa nun pagka momentum killer. Yung mga errors na off the serve, nakakababa ng moral eh. Pero we'll see, it's early in the set.
Villanueva tossing it up for Motol, a back row bomb.
So parang front row din yung atake ni Motol off that elevation. They can't cover him one-on-one. That's a very, very difficult predicament to put your blockers on single coverage against one of the most potent attackers in the NCAA.
We used to see a lot of that from John Vic de Guzman back in the day. Those back row attacks, one of the best to ever do it. And now Motol doing the same thing for Benilde as Betko scores. He's got 6.
And now using that length, kasi kita mo, pag titignan mo lang yung mga players din ng Benilde, they are a little bit taller, a little bit more springy, tsaka mas mahaba yung reach. So if you're looking at their anthropometry, sukatan lang, mahaba eh. There you go.
Musni on a quick attack.
Too much for Musni. Point for
Too
Benilde.
much angle on that hit. Mangolobnan, the rookie setter, King Mangolobnan, trying to communicate and wake up his teammates here. He tosses it up to Ramos. Mapua misfiring here to begin the second set.
Yep, continuous attack errors.
Mangolobnan goes back to Reyes. There you go. Maybe PJ Reyes can get activated here.
And he needs to be a little bit more aggressive. Di ka pwedeng passive ngayon. Can't stress it enough. Na kailangan ikaw yung mag-dictate ng aggression level if you're trying to catch up.
A very different PJ Reyes from what we saw in game number 1. We haven't mentioned his name that much here in game 2. Motol breaks down the wall.
And somebody who's been very, very active in this game.
Rocky Motol, somebody who has played volleyball his entire life. Started playing in the streets. Naka-Chinese garter pa. Doon siya nagsimula.
Kaya ang taas tumalon.
And there you go, PJ Reyes from the back row. Back-to-back points for PJ.
And you love it that he's showing a little bit more emotion. Saka full swing din. Hindi ka pwede maging tentative.
Villanueva. Oh, a twirling set to Making Betko.
I am impressed with the way Villanueva has been really distributing that ball. And alam mo, sinusunod lang nila yung game plan eh. Pag nandoon yung Motol at saka Betko, wala na nga eh. Hindi na nagiging fancy eh. Dalhin mo lang dun sa mga pinaka-efficient mong attackers.
Villanueva This time goes to the middle. What a play.
Sobrang nipis.
My goodness. An 8-3 lead for Benilde. We'll get an update from Flo Del Agua on the other side of this break.
Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the finals of NCAA Season 101 Men's Volleyball. And you know, this feeling is all too familiar for the Mapua Cardinals. Very similar to what happened back in Game 1. This feeling is especially familiar for RJ Ramos. Anton, kanina you mentioned who will inject that life back to their faces. Well, earlier, RJ told me he volunteers, or rather, he assumes that role for the team. Naiintindihan kasi ni RJ na yung energy daw nung 5 na kasama niya sa loob ng court, sa kanya nakadepende. And according to him, this role doesn't even require much. Sabi niya, simpleng ngiti, simpleng ayusin yung reaksyon, simpleng happy celebration. Let's see if that will be more consistent for RJ Ramos here in set 2. Gentlemen.
And Flo, it's similar to that story you shared to us previously about Bembem Bautista being the lifeblood of Letran, na kapag hindi maingay si Bembem, tahimik din yung Letran. So it's the same thing with RJ Ramos here for Mapua.
Well, ganun kasi yan eh. In every team, there would be your captains, but there will always be that emotional leader na nagdadala sa team. They might not be the best players. Maganda ba if they're your best players, but there is somebody that the people would be gravitating to.
But there are some matches where, yes, RJ Ramos is the best player for Mapua. And could this be the recovery that the Mapuans have been waiting for? It looked like Benilde was going to blow this match wide open, and now here comes Mapua. They have come to within 3 points now, or 2 points rather. Villanueva, back set for Betko. Nakahanda yung fire extinguisher. Pamatay sunog para kay Betko. 8 points.
And just challenging the blockers, which has been absent the whole morning for Mapua. Can't stress it enough. If you're playing against an attacking team, more than the liberos, you need to provide that first line of defense.
Not over for Betko.
Check error on Benilde. Point for Mapua. Serving for Mapua. Service out.
Too strong on that serve for Mangolabnan, and that hurts.
Serving for Benilde is team captain Adrian Ostero.
3-point lead for the Benildians. 5 errors for Benilde. Granyada. Oh! This is going to be a chance ball for the Benildians. Motol, oh no, could not set up properly.
That's lifting.
Double contact.
That's a catch violation on Benilde.
So a little bit of an iffy execution for both squads in that previous... Can you call that a rally? Ayun, alanganin eh. Hindi niya alam kung papaluin niya o ito-toss up lang niya.
Kalma muna. Maganda nakakapuntos tayo, aggressive, pero yung mga ganun natin nakawalan. Dapat chance natin yung parang sumakot na kami. Pag-alanganin na, basic tayo, basic tayo. Tara, sayang mo!
There are 2 Benildian teams playing today at napakalapit lang nito sa Taft Avenue. So naturally, lamang yung Benilde sa crowd, but you can see a lot of Mapuan shirts making the trip from Intramuros. So it's Taft Avenue versus Intramuros actually, because you have Mapua and Letran playing today.
Lugi ka lang dyan, isang sakay yung Mapua. Isang sakay lang din yung Letran. Bilang pader lang yan eh. Either isang jeep o lakad ka ng konti, sakay ka sa Central, LRT ka, papunta rito.
Yeah, actually, you know, we have to give props to Mapua. Even though mas malapit yung Benilde dito, they have the majority of the Rizal Memorial Coliseum filled.
Ba talaga sa Rizal, no? Iba yung vibe pag I mean, personal yan, personal. In any sport, pag dito naglalaro, iba eh. It has so much stories.
Mike Balbaca wins the battle in the net.
There's that low and fast set by Chris Villanueva.
And that was what Coach Arnold was saying. Basic lang.
3-point lead for the Benildians as they try to stay in front. Reyes. There you go. PJ Reyes with a little swag there on the landing. 4 points for PJ.
Off the arms of Motol.
Markers in game 1 for Reyes. Villanueva to the middle, quick attack.
And that has been there for them the whole morning.
Oh, Barbie San Andres could not receive that serve properly. Four-point lead for the Benildians. Ramos had to hang in the air. Motol. Balik ang bola sa Benildian side. Villanueva already calling out the play. Chris Villanueva.
And this is what game management is all about. You bring the ball, ganda ng reminder kanina ni Coach Arnold. Just do the basics.
Yung galaw na yan, di mananalo yung galaw na yan. Diba? Lahat na lang naging okay, maganda yung ginagalaw nila eh. Paano natin mariregain yung anak? Kailangan natin mahuli ng huli kung anong ginagawa nila. Pero hanggat tumitigil tayo na tumitigil ulit sa ginagawa natin at inaayawan natin yung bola, hindi talaga tayo mananalo dyan. Hindi ba tayo champion? Diba?
Wala na akong masabi. Yun na yung sinabi ni Coach Aying eh. You can't quit on the place. That's number 1. Straight to the point. 3 straight points for the Benilde Blazers. They regained the upper hand. You were just down by 2. You can't quit on plays. That's what Coach Aying was saying. And you have to do what you're supposed to do.
And that's not what Coach Aying wants to see. The Mapua just looking out of it as Benilde extends this lead once more as we head to the break. the king of the opposite spikers in the NCAA, Raymark Making Petco.
Hirap din bantayan, no? Petco, Motol, talagang nasa kamay nung depensa. I mean, I mentioned the liberos, but if your attackers and all the other people can do their part receiving and digging out of holes, I mean, you're set there. Definitely.
It's a 4-0 run for the Benildians. Ramos. There you go. Stops the run.
That's the answer that Coach Aying was looking for.
Eight points in the match for RJ Ramos. Villanueva. Mangulabnan. Ramos on the drop. Motol was there. Rocky on the drop. Quick attack. Baldado picking it up. Back set for Betco. Not that time.
Too strong.
Too high for Betco. Point for Mapua.
Ostero will have to set this one. Betco on the drop. And there is that fake spike set again. Ramos to Barbie San Andres.
Definitely a highlight play. Good adjustment. Alam ko papaluan na ni Ramos. Good fake out right there. Setting up. Barbie.
Everything looks just that much better with slow-mo.
Yep.
Emphasizing the flight of RJ Ramos and Barbie San Andres. Oh!
That's a point for Benilde.
Ginto na. Naging bato pa. What should have been an easy kill for Musni turned into a point for Benilde.
Next play na. Error. Next play, quick.
And now a substitution here. Rabanes is in. Bernard Rabanes. Rabanes did see action in sets 2, 3, and 4 in game 1. Reyes not over.
Eagle yung palo. Good intent. You'll take that. Targeting again.
Let's see if Rabanes can get a point here in the finals. Wasn't able to register a point in game 1. Musni, quick attack.
Musni wins the battle in the net.
Mapua down by 4 here in set number 2.
That's out for Sulaiman. Point
Okay.
for the Cardinals.
Benilde has got to be careful here. A little bit of concern now on the Benilde side as Mapua is quietly creeping
Yep.
back into this set.
Stalking. Stalking on that background.
Oh! Tumalbog, pabalik kay Rocky. Sulaiman Motol. Ramos on the floor. Reyes with a point. Mapua cuts the lead to 2.
Targets the back zone.
And good hustle plays here by Mapua. Excellent set right there. And better targeting. Better anticipation on that hit for TJ.
And number
So,
1, Raymond Betco.
quick breather for Villanueva and Betco. This is a precarious situation for the Benildians. The Mapuans breathing down their necks. Motol switching it up in the air. San Andres with a pancake. Oh! And there will be a challenge as the play was still ongoing.
Requested by Benilde.
And we are
The
going to
mid-range
find
challenge
out
is
just
full
how
touch.
good Barbie San Andres is at cooking up those pancakes. I mean, it was so fast. It happened right in front of
Yep.
us, but I don't know. What do you think? I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm not sure.
But the effort was there from Barbie San Andres. Even RJ Ramos just moments ago had that one dig where had to get on his knees. Benildians hoping to extend this one to a deciding game number 3. So do the women, who are in a do-or-die situation against the Letran Lady Knights, who have a date with destiny. 28-year title drought. Coach Mayef Carolino hoping to bring back home the trophy to Intramuros. Coach Arnold Lanyog. 9-year title drought for the Benildians. Season 92 champions. And the time flew. Here we are in season 101.
Bilis, no?
All right. Ito na. Cooking master, Barbie San Andres. Oh! Magaling.
Upon review, there is no
Magaling si San Andres.
challenge by Benilde was
That looked good.
unsuccessful.
The hand was underneath the ball.
And one requested challenge for the set.
Hey, it's Miss 38, Freyan Garcia, the Mapua powerhouse, inside this jam-packed Rizal Memorial Coliseum.
Point
And most of their
for
team
Mapua,
is
17,
behind the bench.
18.
Ayun, oh. Isang bulk sila. Buong team nandoon.
Hoping to celebrate. Oh! Motor!
Moto wins the joust in the net.
They needed that. They definitely needed that point.
There is a lot of swag that
19 serving 17.
flows along Taft Avenue as we see Aliana Nicole Ong. Uh-oh. Motol straight to the net. I see our colleague John Vic de Guzman in the crowd. Villanueva. Quick attack for Granyada. Ball is in the air. A joust. I hope somebody got a picture of that. Ilang kamay yun?
Apat. Apat yun nandun eh. Tama ba? Apat ba yung bilang ko? Dalawa-dalawa eh.
Screenshot na lang.
For Benilde, number 18.
Anim pala, Brad.
A mega joust.
Oo.
Substitution for Mapua.
Big play.
Number 8.
That was a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms joust. And there
Yeah.
you see the legend, our colleague, John Vic de Guzman, and even JD Sumagaysay is there with the Carolina blue look.
Service up.
Coach Hammer, no reaction to the swag of Sumagaysay.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Kasama rin natin si JB for some time here. Was a part of our squad.
Yeah, the Great Wall of España, Mr. Dagger look, JV Sumagaysay.
Ngayon, dashing na lang yung ano. Dashing look siya ngayon.
Oh my goodness. 12 errors for Benilde already, but they somehow managed to stay in front. You know what Benilde is doing is they're weathering the storm.
Yep.
And again, these anime-like sets of Chris Villanueva.
He is their best player today.
Yeah,
He is definitely their best player today.
he's like Eugene Torre in Europe. Grandmaster era. Oh! The ball
The pass
drops.
went nowhere. That leads to a
Hey,
point for
Mapua can steal this one away.
Yeah.
Mapua can steal this one away.
Anybody's ball game right here.
Hindi napigilan. Pababa na.
Uh-huh.
Si Balbakal. Villanueva, one-handed set. Making Betko. Bounce ball to the crowd.
But how about that one-hand back set? That was a highlight.
Unreal.
Yep.
Chris Villanueva has been unreal. Barba to Ramos. Oh no!
That's too much for Ramos. It went down.
Too much spice on that spike.
Timeout, Mapua.
Ano gagawin mo? Iwasan mo, i-deflate mo, i-drop ball mo, ano yan. Pero wag mo itapon. Ayaw mo na pahipo yung bola mo, i-score talaga yung kalaban. Error eh, malayo eh. Pwede naman ipa-rebound, pwede drop ball, pwede wrong shot. Ang dami pwedeng gawin, wag mo lang itapon doon sa ano. Kailangan natin pumuntos eh, lumalayo kasi tatapon mo lang. Hindi ko mas maganda, paluwa mo na lang diretso. Kung na-block, i-block. Coverage na yung bahala doon.
Just a few moments ago, this set was very much anybody's set.
Yep.
20.
Well, it still is, but now Benilde has taken a 3-point advantage, and Coach Aing Esteban is hoping that huddle will create a sense of urgency. It's go time. And PJ Reyes puts that one away. Check out.
Good answer for their squad.
Entering the game for Mapua is number 19, King Maulanglan.
23-21. Good read by Baldado. You know, you mentioned the liberos. Baldado
Yep.
has been, you know, for all of the mentions of Villanueva, Betko, and Motol, Baldado deserves just as much praise.
It's
Forward.
now set
Forward yung
point
backside, eh.
for Benilde.
Martin
Serving
Baldado.
for the set is Mike Balbakal.
Great read and great floor defense, just sweeping the Rizal Memorial Coliseum. Can Benilde close set number 2? They do!
Mark Betko destroys Mapua at the back.
Raymark, Making, Betko, the Agusan del Norte high flyer is hyped. The Benildians are up 2 sets to none here in Game 2 of the finals.